The Baltimore City public school system is on trial. A family who says their children were bullied is suing the school system for failing to do anything about it. The Sullivans say their 10-year-old son was tormented by students at Hazelwood Elementary Middle School. They say he came home beaten and bruised and was even choked once until he passed out. When his sister tried to intervene, she became the target of bullies to the extent that someone urinated in her lunch bag that was in her school locker. The family says their repeated attempts to get help from the school went unanswered, and now they are suing the system. Attorney Steve Allen with Hodis, Pessin & Katz joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Patrice.
All right, so you are not connected to this case, but just looking at it, I mean, bullying is all everyone is talking about these days. What is it that this family has to prove in order for their case to be successful?
Well, this is a developing area of the law. We do have in Maryland a Safe School Act, which creates a duty to have an environment in which students are protected. That said, however, there are federal statutes which create immunities for school boards and teachers. In order to win this case, the plaintiffs have to show gross negligence. Now, gross negligence is a very high standard. It's essentially reckless indifference, acting with a wanton and willful disregard for the rights of others.
So the parents say their child was beaten up repeatedly, and each time they would go to the school and say, my child was beaten up. Even one time the child was passed out after being choked. Someone carried the body into the school and let him down in the school, and then the school system knew about it from there and didn't do anything, according to the parents. Does that meet the level that you're talking about?
It might. It's beyond mere negligence. Negligence is just making a wrong call. If the school and the principals were on notice as to the level of violence directed at this child, and they either chose to turn a blind eye or to do nothing or to do very much inadequate things, then under those circumstances you may be able to make reckless indifference.
A lot of people would question, though, if the schools knew it to the extent that the parents are saying, why would they choose to do nothing? Because, as you said, it's their responsibility to keep children safe. Why would any adult choose not to protect a child?
Well, that's going to be the issue for the jury. You know, merely making a bad judgment on some circumstances is not enough. So the jury's going to have to take a look at how much the school knew, how much this was told to them, how frequently this was happening, what did they do to resolve the issue. And if the jury determines that they essentially didn't care, that the principals just decided, well, we don't really care about this kid's welfare, then under those circumstances, they did not provide a safe environment. And that type of gross negligence or indifference could lead to a verdict against the teachers.
What kind of precedent does this set for future bullying cases? Because we see so many of them now, I would imagine that whatever happens in this case could open some doors down the road.
Oh, clearly, if there's a verdict for the plaintiffs, it will encourage others to bring these types of cases. These are hard cases, however. It's a developing area of the law. There are recent statutes dealing with these types of problems, and so, but these cases are very facts specific, and what might be actionable in one case will not be in another. But I could see a lot of cases coming into the pipeline if the plaintiffs are successful.
All right, we'll have to see what happens. Steve, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Well, coming up, Lindsay Lohan bears it all for Playboy, the surprising effect she is having on magazine sales. And it's a holiday tradition, 31 years in the making. We're taking you live to the Christmas Train Garden. That's coming up in our hometown hotspot. 6:53 is the time. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News, all local, all morning.